all just a dream, just all in my head. Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said.
Hi, welcome back to Trail Life with Laura. Sorry if the camera work is horrible today. Oh goodness, my tripod is broken. Alright, fixed it. Alright, so I figured today I would come on and kind of share with you guys how I got interested in the AT, how I learned about the AT, and also talk to you guys about just why I want to hike the trail. And at the end we'll talk about the few things that the things that I'm looking most forward to seeing when I'm on trail. I've gone on this trail a few times. It's actually a pretty cool trail. There's like a few loops that you can do to make it long, so we'll see which one I choose today. Like many other people, the AT came into my life through YouTube, through all the wonderful YouTubers that, you know, document their journeys of through hiking. And I came across a video one day. I was searching up, I believe it was the Barkley Ultra Marathons, I think that's what it's called. And this video came up from a lady named Marissa Neal, who was at the time through hiking with her mother on the Appalachian Trail. And I quickly got obsessed. I watched every single video. I absolutely loved it. And when I got caught up to the videos that she had posted, I started looking for more content because I was waiting for her to finish posting her videos, you know? So I started finding other people, you know, the typical Homemade Wanderlust Dixie, you know, she's lovely if you haven't checked her out. I don't know how you're on my video, but you haven't seen her. You never know though. Who else did I watch? I watched Julia Sheehan, Rocket, you guys may know her as. But, you know, and I slowly started watching more and more people. And what I quickly found is that I really was interested in doing the things that they were doing. I wanted to hike up mountains. I wanted to feel the pain of a backpack on our back. I wanted to do all these things, you know? And so I started, you know, so I started doing research into what kind of, you know, God, it's so buggy right here. I started doing research into what kind of gear I needed and what kind of tents would be the best. And I started making little lists of things that I wanted to get, you know. And since then, things have changed and I've adapted that list. But, you know, that's how I originally got started. And I wanted to just share that with you guys because I feel like a lot of people, you know, think that, oh, I have to be this amazing backpacker to get started and do all these hiking trips and camping trips and things along those lines to actually hike the trail. And really, I had no experience. I came across this on a random video, randomly just saw it, was like, let's go for it, you know? And oh my goodness, these bugs are crazy. Ow. Nope. Wow, that one really hurt. Nope, go away from me. So like I was saying, I wanted to share that because I know a lot of people think, oh, I need these tons and tons of experience before I can start, you know, actually hiking. And I didn't. I just came across a video and decided I'm gonna do this someday. And so, you know, here I am. I'm starting to prep for it. It's been a long time coming. I think that was in what, 2018? Maybe 2017 when I first came, I think 2018, when I first came across her videos. And now here we are. God, it is so buggy out on this trail right now. All right, change of plans. I have like horseflies eating me alive, which I know will happen on trail. I'm gonna get eaten alive by bugs, but I don't have to live that truth right now. So I'm gonna go back to that open area where there wasn't bugs and we'll film there. So see you when I get there. All right, as I started hiking back towards that area, it is less buggy, so I figured I'd keep chatting. So now into like why I wanted to hike the trail. So really one of the biggest things is I just want a simpler, less stressful way of living for a little while. As you guys know, I'm currently a teacher, and if you've been following along on my channel for a while, you know that I have been stressed out for the last, I don't know, 5 years of my life. I just really want to give myself time to like live in a less stressful way. I want to give myself time to really, you know, focus on myself and not be so stressed and just have a simpler way of living, I guess. Another big thing that drew me to the AT over other trails, obviously it's a more beginner friendly trail, but the social aspect for me is a big thing. I want to meet new people. I want to meet people who are interested in the same things I am. You know, I have some friends, but like they're not really interested in going on the weekend to go on a hike and get eaten by bugs like I am doing right now. They're not interested in that. And I want to meet people who want to do that. I also want to push myself to get out of my shell. I'm typically in my life a pretty shy person. I don't really go out of my way to meet new people because I'm just an introvert, and I want to change that a bit. So I think going on trail will kind of force me to do that. I will get, you know, more access to people, more chances to meet new people, and it won't be so like me going out of my way to meet people. It'll just happen on trail, hopefully, fingers crossed. All right, so we made it back to this area and it's probably pretty windy, so I'm gonna talk kind of loud and hopefully it'll be better. I want to give myself time to think about what's coming next in my life, whether I want to stay in teaching when I get off trail, which right now I feel like I don't want to, but you never know, the trail may change my mind, who knows. And so I think by giving myself that simpler way of living, I'll really have time to think about what I want to do next in my life. Because at this point, I really don't know. I don't know. Another reason why I want to hike the trail is just the physical challenge. My whole life, I've been an athlete. I participated in basketball, dance, karate. I did volleyball for a couple years. I'm now a big runner. Like, I just have been an athlete my whole life, and I want to see if my body is physically capable of doing a thru hike. And I think the AT is the perfect place to do that. Another thing, as I mentioned before, I am a teacher, so I have a lot of stress in my life. So for the mental and emotional, I guess, clarity that I might get from the trail, hopefully I'll get from the trail, is another reason why I want to do the AT. I want to build up my confidence, because right now I feel like I'm not a very confident person. And I think that the AT will give me a lot of opportunities to prove to myself why I should be confident in myself. I also think it'll give me a lot of time to kind of work through my, you know, issues. A lot of thinking time. And of course, another reason why I want to do the AT is to see those gorgeous views. I know you're probably like, the AT is the green tunnel, but there is a lot of cool views on the AT that I'm looking forward to seeing, which brings me to my next and last part of this video, what I'm most looking forward to seeing on trail. So the first thing that I'm most looking forward to seeing on trail is not really something that I'm seeing, but being back in a familiar place on trail. I'm really looking forward to hiking that first little section from Amicalola Falls to Neal's Gap. I've done the full section myself. I actually documented on my other channel, so I'll link that for you guys down below if you want to go watch my section hike. But I went out for the first time by myself on like an overnight backpacking section hike trip. And I'm looking forward to going back there. I also did a small part of that section from Amicalola Falls to Cooper's Gap. I think it's called, yeah, Cooper's Gap, with my brother and sister-in-law. I didn't document that one, but so I'm just looking forward to kind of being back in those familiar like grounds, like my old stomping grounds. Like I've done this before, you know, so I'm looking forward to that and seeing how the trail looks different from the last time I did it, because it's always cool to see it in different seasons, you know. The next thing I'm looking forward to is the Smokies. Let's just say a lot of people hate on the Smokies, and I might hate it when I get there, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it holds. I heard it's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to see. Another thing I'm looking forward to is obviously the whites in New Hampshire. Those are self-explanatory, but if you're new to AT content, the whites are a set of mountain ranges in New Hampshire. They are very large, very steep, but they do provide a lot of gorgeous views, and I'm looking forward to seeing those. In particular, Franconia Ridge, I'm looking forward to seeing I can't wait to see that one view. The last kind of like view thing I'm looking forward to on the trail is all of Maine, honestly. Maine. Everything I've seen about Maine, it's just gorgeous, and I can't wait to see it. Another thing I'm looking forward to is experiencing hostel life. I've never stayed in a hostel. I have visited a hostel when I went out with my brother and sister-in-law. We actually got picked up by Above the Clouds Hostel. They are phenomenal. If you are doing an AT hike and you need to get bailed out, they are fantastic. If you're a Sobo, it is pretty much, I think, the last hostel before you get to Springer Mountain, so you could stay there. I mean, if you want to stay there as a Nobo, you can. It's just really quick on into the trail, but they are fantastic. So I'm looking forward to actually staying at hostels and just experiencing that, you know, seeing what it's like. I'm sure I will have thoughts upon it when I actually stay there, and I'll share them with you guys, but yeah. And the last thing I'm looking forward to is just kind of having a restored faith in humanity. Right now, I feel like I just don't understand people, and I think a lot of that has to do with me being a teacher, and I just don't get it. I don't get a lot of things that people are doing nowadays, and I want to see some kindness. I want to see just some beauty in people again, because I don't see a lot of that. I want a lot more positivity in my life, and I think the trail will give me a lot of opportunities to see that. Sorry if it is so windy. Let's get back home so I can finish this video up. So we made it back to my car. I hope you guys found some use out of this video. I hope that this video wasn't as windy as I think it's gonna be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next video, I'm gonna be talking about my big 3. So I'm gonna be starting my gear video series, talking about all the gear that I plan to bring on the Appalachian Trail. So stay tuned for that. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss. I'm going to be doing them in little parts, little sections. So yeah. All right. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.